Jagannath Divine Grace. ISKCON founder Acharya Jagat Guru Śrī Bhakti-vedanta Swami Śrīla Prabhupada ki Jai Om Vishnu Pad Paramahamsa Jagat-acharya Astuttara Siddha Sishimat Divine Grace Śrīla Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī Ṭhākura Prabhupada ki Ananda Gauḍīya Maṭhas ki Navakisori Śrīla Haridas Ṭhākura ki प्रेम के श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपाल गोविंद श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की वृंदावन धाम की मथुरा धाम की नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा देवी सुदर्शन चक्र की जमुना माई की तेजस माई की तुलसी देवी की भक्ति देवी की सामवेद भक्तवृंद की उठाई गौर और ग्लोरी से और ग्लोरी से और ग्लोरी से Oh, glory to Shishi Guru Sri Gauranga. Om Vishnu Padya Krishna Vijay Uddhalasmati. Bhakti Dhira Damodara Namaste Krishna. Today Prabhupada Shaitanya. Shri Gauḍīya Shakti Bhakti Chaitanya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Sarasvatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudīrayet Nashtaprayesha Bhadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama-ślokē Bhakti Dhira Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya 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 Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnana-salakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Śrī Gurave Namaha Śrī Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dalati Swapadantikam Vandeham Śrī Guru Śrī Yuta-padakam Śrī Gurun Vaishnavamsya Śrī Rūpam Sahajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Varijana Svahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Śrī Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Śrī Vishakam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jugatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Kanta Namaste Taptakanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vṛndāvaneshwari Vrisamano Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vancha Kalpatarugascha Kripa Samnivayaivacha Padinānam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jai Śrī Krishna Chaitanya Śrī Advaita Radha Sivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Dr. Srimad Bhagavatam ki Śrīla Prabhupada ki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam. Continuation. Canto 7, Chapter 14. Instructions for civilized human beings. Text 21. Paṇḍitā bahavo rājan. Paṇḍitā bahavo rājan. Bahu-jñāḥ saṁśaya-cchidaḥ. Bahu-jñāḥ saṁśaya-cchidaḥ. Sadasas patayo eke. Sadasas patayo eke. Asantoṣāt asantoṣāt paṇḍitā bahavo rājan. Bahu-jñāḥ saṁśaya-cchidaḥ. Sadasas patayo eke. Asantoṣāt
Paṇḍitā bahavo rājan. Bahu-jñāḥ saṁśaya-cchidaḥ. Sadasas patayo eke. Asantoṣāt
Paṇḍitā bahavo rājan.
Bahu-jñāḥ saṁśaya-cchidaḥ. Sadasas patayo eke. Asantoṣāt Mataji.
Paṇḍitā bahavo rājan. Bahu-jñāḥ saṁśaya-cchidaḥ. Sadasas patayo eke. Asantoṣāt
Paṇḍitā bahavo rājan. Bahu-jñāḥ saṁśaya-cchidaḥ. Sadasas patayo eke. Asantoṣāt
Paṇḍitā. Very learned scholars. Bahava. Many. Rājan. O King Yudhiṣṭhira. Bahu-jñāḥ. Persons with valid experience. Saṁśaya-cchidaḥ. Expert in legal advice. sadasas, patayo.
Persons
eligible to become presidents
eligible to become presidents
of learned assemblies
of learned assemblies
are even AK by one disqualification.
by one disqualification.
Asantoṣāt, simply by dissatisfaction or greed.
Simply by dissatisfaction or greed.
Patanty, fall down.
Adhaḥ,
into hellish conditions of life.
into hellish conditions of life.
Translation and purport by Divinely Śrī Bhakti Dhira Swami, Śrīla Bhaktisiddhānta.
Jai.
O King Yudhiṣṭhira, many persons with varied experience, many legal advisors, many learned scholars, and many persons eligible to become presidents of learned assemblies fall down into hellish life because of not being satisfied with their positions. Please repeat. O King Yudhiṣṭhira,
O King Yudhiṣṭhira,
many persons with varied experience,
many persons with varied experience,
many legal advisors,
many legal advisors,
many learned scholars,
many learned scholars,
and many persons eligible to become presidents
eligible to become presidents
of learned assemblies
of learned assemblies,
fall down
fall down
into hellish life
into hellish life
because of not being satisfied
because of not being satisfied
with their positions.
with their positions.
What? For spiritual advancement, one should be materially satisfied. For if one is not materially satisfied, his greed for material development will result in the frustration of his spiritual advancement. There are two things that nullify all good qualities. One is poverty. Daridra-doṣo, guṇa-rāśi-nāśī. If one is poverty-stricken, all his good qualities become null and void. Similarly, if one becomes too greedy, his good qualifications are lost. Therefore, the adjustment is that one should not be poverty-stricken, but one must try to be fully satisfied with the bare necessities of life and not be greedy. For a devotee to be satisfied with the bare necessities is therefore the best advice for spiritual advancement. Learned authorities in devotional life consequently advise that excuse me, one not endeavor to increase the number of temples and matters. Such activities can be undertaken only by devotees experienced in propagating the Krishna consciousness movement. All the acharyas in South India, especially Śrī Rāmānujācārya, constructed many big temples. And in North India, all the Gosvāmīs of Vṛndāvana constructed large temples. Śrīla Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī Ṭhākura also constructed large centers known as Gauḍīya Maṭhas. Therefore, temple construction is not bad, provided proper care is taken for the propagation of Krishna consciousness. Even if such endeavors are considered greedy, the greed is to satisfy Krishna, and therefore they are spiritual activities. That is the end of Śrīla Prabhupāda's purport to text 21, Śrīmad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 15, entitled Instructions for Civilized Human Beings. That the Muni continued to speak to Yudhiṣṭhira Maharaj that so many people who are very materially experienced, even in our Krishna consciousness movement, we see that many people can give very good advice when the devotee is having difficulties. You have very good expert advisors, good advice. But when they themselves have the same problem, they are bewildered. Why? The advice which we are giving to others is not our realization. We borrow it from our acharyas without their qualification. Therefore, because we have the theoretical knowledge, we can give it to others. It is different from the acharyas who are speaking from their own realization. They are what they speak. They are what they do. Most of us are not what we do or what we say. It is what we have heard from other authorities we are repeating to others. So there is difference. There is difference. That is why we get bewildered when we see some people we consider to be Paramahamsas misbehaving. Then one becomes bewildered. Oh, I thought he's a pure devotee. A pure devotee cannot fall down. We have to go back to the previous verse. A person who has a suitable shoe on his feet cannot be disturbed walking on stones or thorns. Meaning that a Krishna conscious person cannot be affected by greed, even if he is seen to be greedy. If you look at presently, Śrīla Prabhupada, if you look at him very carefully, he's greedy. His greed does not have limit. Can you imagine? Prabhupada wanted the whole world, the money in the whole world. Prabhupada wanted it. What is that? He's not looking for money for one country. The whole world is giving the money. There's a greed, but it is a spiritual greed. What is the proof that he has a spiritual greed? Papa will construct temple of Vedic planetarium all over the world, not only in Mayapur. He will do it in every town and village. He will do that. As he's doing, that's what he will do. I had one time, Prabhupada has gone to take some money from his bank, and they made a mistake and pay him over. They pay over, and they later discover that he was overpaid. So it's a mistake. So he should return the pan, and Prabhupada said, no, it is not a mistake. Krishna wanted the money. He didn't return back the money. Of course, it is his money. They have to adjust the check because what he wrote is different from what he was paid. So, he is greedy for Krishna. Greedy. There is nothing which is enough for him. Nothing. And as he is so greedy for Krishna, he is ready to stay in one room under the tree if there is a need. And he will be the same mentality, the same activity, the same consciousness as when he stays in the palace. The same mentality. Oh, why small room? No. Satisfied. Oh, too big room? No. The same. A journalist has challenged Prabhupada. You will say you are a sannyasi, you are announced. Look at the car. See the car. Prabhupada said, this is useless. It should be gold, not this blood, not this iron. It wants to be gold. This is nothing. Rubbish. Golden car. What is this? Yes. What does he use to come here? What does he use to go back? He used by contract plane. Can by contract plane be compared to anything in this world? So what is car here? What is car? Limousine. What is limousine? Just iron. By contract plane. That is what he used. It's nothing. So that is the proof. That is the proof of a devotee who is properly situated in Krishna consciousness. He is not affected by anything in this world. Nothing. Because he is not working for himself. He is working for the persons he represents. Therefore, devotees are the only qualified people to be greedy. Any conditions of who is greedy will go to hell. A Krishna conscious greedy person will never go to hell, will go back home, back to Godhead. That's the difference. Rāmānujācārya is quoted here. He was eating only 4 chapatis. And after he constructed this massive building, temple, he still remained eating only 4 chapatis. He didn't increase it. One good brother was telling me, no matter where we will stay. I said, you are not to stay. No, so we are not to stay. The austerity is due to circumstance. Few years after that, he came to India. He was in Mayapur. When I saw him, he changed himself. So I said, Prabhu, Do you remember? He told me you're going to steal. Look at you, see. It's austerity. I reminded him. Our chariots are not like that. 4 chapatis when there was nothing. 4 chapatis when there is everything. That is the proof of their having suitable shoes on their feet. Means that they are Krishna conscious. Therefore, they can do anything. In the second canto of Bhagavatam, Lord Brahma told Lord Muni, "My dear son, do you know my secret? Why Maya cannot touch me? I'm identified with Maya fully, but do you know why I'm not affected by Maya? You want to know, my dear boy? Because you are preaching, you're going to travel, and you have a lot of difficulty. Do you know my secret? I'm only my daddy, please tell me. I want to know the secret." Your Brahma said, "Because I'm holding the lotus of Krishna with great zeal. I'm holding the lotus of Krishna with great zeal. Therefore, Maya cannot touch me." That's the secret. Person who has a suitable shoe on their feet can walk on iron, stones, even fire will not be affected. So one who is fully Krishna conscious, there is no danger for him or her in this world. There is no obstacle for one who is fully Krishna conscious. There is no obstacle. There is no danger. So Rupa Goswami said in the Nectar, Lalita Madhava, that even if a devotee is born in the jungle, inside the water, anywhere, Lord Krishna will go there to deliver the devotee. But we should become devotee. We should become devotees. Then, no danger. Krishna can go anywhere when there is devotee. Anywhere. This is Rupa Goswami. Testimony. Lalita Madhava. The Śrī Goswami, they constructed excuse me, big temples. Big. Are they physically standing now? Physically. They're dead? No. So why did they work so hard? Why they work so hard? For us, not for them, it's for us. Father is very conscious of the children, therefore the father will make arrangement for the children. Therefore it is said that leaders, one of the qualities of a leader is that he has vision. One who has no vision is not a leader. He could be a manager, but not a leader. The leaders, they have vision. They know, they plan ahead. They plan ahead. They know the destination. They will make arrangements for the future. So they constructed many temples for us. Now we can go and visit these temples confidently and sit down and have kirtan. They were not sitting there as we are sitting today. They were not sitting there. They were sitting under trees to construct big temples for us. So they are not affected. They are not affected by anything. Śrīla Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī Ṭhākura, how many temples? 64. Is not greed? It's greed. 64 temples. For what? 1%? Why is he building the temple? It's for us. It's for us. Now we can jump here and there. We are jumping on their back, on the back of our chariots. We are jumping here and there on the back of our chariots. They are carrying us on their back. They have made all the facilities for us to make our Christian consciousness easy to follow. That is a vision. So materially speaking, we may see, they're greedy. They're greedy. How can you use to say an expensive car? It's an expensive car for you. Yes. They can walk if they want. They can walk. They can use a car if they want. That's what I said. What is this material compared to Vaikuntha plane? So, they are Krishna conscious devotees who are conscious of their duty. For executing their duty, they don't look back. They don't consider. Prabhu asked me, we are struggling like this to make this Surabi project. Who is going to be there? Nobody is going to be there, but I have to do my own. I will do my duty. If nobody is there, that is okay. But I must do my duty. Because we all have responsibility. Yes. Mother Teresa said, you construct a temple today, your disciples are going to destroy it. Construct a temple anyway. Do you understand? Yes. Build a temple, but your disciples are going to destroy it. But do it. That is your duty. You should do the duty, because we are all responsible for what we do. So leaders have vision, and they are not deterred. They are not deterred. They will do their duty because they know they are accountable. They are accountable to whom they are representing. Yes. So we see our chariots with the big temples. Big facilities. Only for those who have a suitable shoes, they should do that. One who is not fully Krishna conscious should not do, because they are affected. You'll be affected by it. Yes. Qualification is required for everything. If you are not a doctor, if you want to act as a doctor, you will be very dangerous for yourself and for whoever comes to the clinic. If you're a doctor, then no problem. You're going to do your service nicely and you save many lives and also save your own self, because when we help people, Krishna will help us also. So those who are Krishna conscious should expand Krishna consciousness to any extent. So do that instead of duty. In another purport, the same canto, maybe the same chapter, Prabhupada has mentioned, chapter 14. Chapter 14 is talking about the 21st sannyasi. So Prabhupada mentioned in the purport that we don't need to do all these things. But in the course of preaching, if facilities are available, we should do what? Construct the temple. The temples should be constructed for bona fide disciples to live there, not for whimsical people to come and eat and sleep. It is for bona fide disciples. Book chapter, we'll talk about 13.8. Right, okay. Yeah. Śrīla Bhaktisiddhānta Canto 7, 13 chapter. Text is the behavior of a perfect person. A sannyasi is prohibited from making disciples through such material allurements. Sannyasis sometimes indulge in material opulence by unnecessarily constructing many temples and monasteries. But actually, such endeavors should be avoided. Temples and monasteries should be constructed for the preaching of spiritual consciousness for Krishna or Krishna consciousness, not to provide free hotels for persons who are useful for their material nor spiritual purposes. Temples and monasteries should be strictly off limits to worthless clubs of crazy men. In Christian consciousness movement, we welcome everyone who agrees at least to follow the movement's regulative principles. No illicit sex, no intoxication, no meat eating, and no gambling. In the temples and monasteries, gatherings of unnecessary, rejected, lazy fellows should be strictly disallowed. The temples and monasteries should be used exclusively by devotees who are serious about spiritual advancement in Krishna consciousness. Śrīla Bhaktisiddhānta Ṭhākura explains the word Aramban as meaning Mataji Vyaparan, which means attempt to construct temples and monasteries. The first business of the sannyasi is to preach Krishna consciousness. But if, by grace of Krishna, facilities are available, Then he may construct temples and monasteries to give shelter to the serious students of Krishna consciousness. He must construct temples and monasteries for serious student. Who is serious student? They keep the progressive principles and is fully engaged in service. Otherwise, so temples and monasteries are not needed. In course of preaching, facilities will come. That is normal. If you preach, you're going to get facilities. That is our practical experience. If you preach, facilities will come. That is normal. So what you do? Construct temples for those who are serious. Means that we should allow only those who agree to follow the disciplines, not anyone and everybody. Otherwise, we should construct a hotel, not a temple. Hotel, anyone can come there and do anything you like to do. But temples, not everyone should live there. And not all activities are allowed there. That's the difference. That's the difference. Not all activities are allowed in the temple. And not everyone is allowed to stay. One can visit and go. But those who want to stay there must have some certain principles to follow. One who is not ready to follow should not be allowed to stay there. Is it clear instructions or complicated instruction? It's a clear instruction. Now we make it complicated. Krishna consciousness is a hospital. So you cannot reject a patient, but not everyone who comes there has a light disease. Some of the patients have chronic disease and contagious disease. This is allowed. Why doctors have to put on gloves? Why doctors put on gloves? Why doctors put a mask? Why? It's a hospital, so they don't need to put it. But why are they putting? No need. This is a hospital. This is the mistake we are making. Prabhu even said that only serious students were allowed to stay in the temple. In another place, mentioned temple is like oasis. It's a place to bring people for training, not that everybody must stay there. For training, and people should go and expand Krishna consciousness. And in Purport is that. This is his vision. This is what he wanted. He should train people and send everybody out. Prabhupada wanted every one of us to open temple. Are you going to do or not? Are you going to do it or not? If we are Prabhupada's followers, then we should do it. That's what he wanted. Construct temples, but for only serious students. And another place he said, it is compulsory for whoever stays in the temple to attend morning and evening program. It is compulsory. And follow the following principles. Compulsory. It's not. It is compulsory to attend all programs. we are still a student, means we are following this principle, and the result is that we will become successful in our Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Comment? Questions? No questions?
Just comment that yes, for leader and manager, that clarity, I had this doubt from long. So now you have made it clear. Leader has a vision and others are managers. So this clarity I get. That is something. Thank you.
The manager he knows the ability of his workers as a manager, and he uses them for himself as a manager. A leader also, he knows the ability of all the citizens. He uses their talent for their own progress as a leader. He uses them for themselves. A manager uses them for himself, not for others. So that you.
Thank you.
Śrīla Bhaktisiddhānta
Jai.
Śrīla Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare